What's happening in the community around our fabulous lake? Find out with Martine Patterson every Monday between 9am and 12 noon. Lake Mac Life on Lake Macquarie FM 97.3.
It's just a soul and feeling, moving with the beat.
And you're with Martine on Lake Macquarie FM. Welcome aboard. This is the Lake Mac Life Show, where we are talking to all amazing, fantastic, beautiful people in our community. I can't wait to chat with Matt today. He's going to be up about his inspiration behind participating in the Big Freeze. That's in 2 weeks' time, Saturday the 23rd, and it's to fight motor neuron disease, MND. So we can't wait to have a chat with Matt, and he's got a gorgeous family and inspiring story to tell. Hope you can grab yourself a cup of tea, settle in for the long weekend. It is wet. It is cold. There's a lot of water on the road, so please take care. We're also going to chat to an amazing man, Alan Stevens. He's an international profiler and a communication specialist. He's been touted as the mentalist meets Dr. Phil, and he's got 30 years cumulative experience and skills in training and coaching, counselling, psychometric profiling, neuro-linguistic programming, also known as NLP, body language, micro and subtle expressions, and reading personality traits. So we want to know, how are our facial expressions telling us what we need to know in business and in our personal life? We've also got the amazing Pam coming up. She is from Dragons Abreast. She represents the Central Coast Group, and she is going to show how you can get involved as a supporter of breast cancer or even a breast cancer survivor by having fun, getting fit, raising awareness and supporting each other. We're touched every minute by breast cancer. 50 people are diagnosed daily. So this is a great organisation helping people out. Also, we've got Margot. She's back with Halley Happenings, our brilliant sponsor. So tune in all over the planet on your PC, your tablet, your mobile. Get onto our new website, Lake Macquarie FM. And also check out our YouTube channel for all your favourite interviews on the show. And we'll also give you a rundown on how we're going with all of the different charities that we are supporting. Of course, we're doing the Losing It for Lake Mac Life, and we are raising $5,000 for 5 local groups. So far, we've announced 3 of those groups sharing in the money, and it will be Arachne. It is Cystic Fibrosis Services up at the John Hunter Hospital, led by the very courageous Morgan, and also South Lakes Marketplace, who put out up to 400 baskets of food a week. That is such amazing work. So we're going to let you know how you can get involved and help us out on our journey. So stay tuned. We've got lots of fantastic music to get you into your long weekend Monday. Here's Air Supply, All Out of Love.
Lake Macquarie FM, Lake Macquarie FM, 97.3.
And you're with Martine on Lake Macquarie FM, the new 97.3, and this is the Lake Mac Life Show, where we talk to lots of different gorgeous people around doing wonderful things in our community. And our next group is just that. I have the wonderful Karen and Pam with me from Dragons Abreast Central Coast. Welcome aboard, ladies.
Thank you.
And we say Central Coast, you're only down the road here in Toukley. How amazing is that? Now, I've been waiting for you guys to come aboard, but you've been very busy out there on the water, paddling, enjoying yourselves, and also getting support for women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer and making sure they're not limiting their life with that. So, welcome aboard. So, Pam, tell us how did you get to Dragons Abreast? How many years have you been paddling away out there?
I've been paddling for 8 years. I've had breast cancer 10 years ago, and it's been fantastic because you're supported without anyone mollycoddling you.
Yes,
You know what I mean? You're
yes.
expected to get in, do your work, work as hard as everyone else and as hard as you can. It's understood if you don't feel like it on some days, but other than that, you're part of the team.
Yes.
And it's a team that keeps going.
Yes, yeah. So why paddling? Why dragon boating for breast cancer? What is the connection?
20 years ago, university in Canada was doing research to see if upper body exercise helped or hindered lymphedema, which is a problem some people can have after having surgery, they found that not only did it not hinder, it helped, and the camaraderie between the girls paddling was fantastic. And they decided, even when the research finished, to keep on paddling dragon boats. And it spread from there worldwide. We have international regattas every 4 years, and it's a very big movement.
It is. It's a huge movement. And so you've been in it for 8 years now.
Yes.
So you're well entrenched. I also have Karen with me here. Karen, what's your story? How did you get to Dragons Abreast?
I had done some dragon boating on the south coast just as a trial, and just after I had been diagnosed, and so decided that I would take it up once I had finished my treatment.
And how long ago was that?
That was 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Goodness me. So you're quite fresh and new.
Yes.
So you finished your treatment. How long and what kind of treatment are you talking about?
I had a lumpectomy, bilateral mastectomy, 6 months of chemotherapy.
6 months. That's an
Yes.
awful lot.
Yes.
And then you hopped in a boat.
Yes.
So to hop in a boat, we don't have to have huge fitness levels. We're not talking about athletes. We're talking about if you can physically get in a boat and sit down and hold a paddle, you're ready to go.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I actually think it took me almost 6 months to complete a full training session.
Right. Yeah.
But nobody gave me any problems about it. Everybody
No.
just accepted that
Yes.
I was trying the best I could.
Yeah, yeah. Look, turning up is terrific, isn't it? Because you're
Absolutely.
great supporters. You girls are survivors of breast cancer, but you also have a lot of supporters there as well. Your partners are involved and husbands, and also people who have been touched by cancer, but specifically breast cancer. And the figures are huge, Pam. 50 women are diagnosed every day. I mean, that's just horrendous. It really is. And hopefully we are getting closer to a cure. The treatment is still pretty tough and pretty rough. But out the other end, you're now enjoying life. Yeah, enjoying
Yes.
life to the fullest. And you're here in your bright pink. And I'd love to have a photo of you, and we'll put that up on our Facebook page because you just look gorgeous. So how can girls, if they're thinking about, I've just finished treatment for breast cancer, or I know someone who has had breast cancer who would like to perhaps be more active, but also be within a supportive group. How can they get down to you guys at Toukley?
We're at Peel Street in Toukley. We paddle every Sunday morning. We're on the
Fantastic.
water at 8, so we all get there by 7:30 to get the boat in the water and get organised to get in and start paddling. But we also paddle on Wednesday nights.
Oh,
now that's very
gorgeous.
exciting. We have
Yes.
a light at the front and a light at the back of
Oh,
the boat.
right. So when you say night, you mean night?
6 o'clock.
How beautiful.
Yeah,
That
6
is
o'clock
gorgeous.
on Wednesday night. So
Yeah.
again, we get there by 5:30.
Yes, yeah.
So you can actually paddle twice a week, which makes it a very affordable exercise.
Very
to
much
do.
so.
It's,
Very much
It's not
so.
expensive when you
Yes.
work that through.
But it's not just about being on the water. I mean, you have get-togethers, and I no doubt, because when I was involved with Dragons Abreast, what my motivator was the coffee and cake afterwards. So I haven't even asked you girls, do you go out for coffee afterwards? Yeah,
Absolutely,
there you go.
yes.
I knew it. So I mean, it's that camaraderie and togetherness, and you've all been through a lot, and it's that chatting together and trying to get some normalcy back into life again. And so there's coffee and cake afterwards, but you also have regattas, and you're travelling around New South Wales and Australia
Yes.
as well. And you're off, Karen, in 2.5 weeks to Florence.
Yes.
How
Yes.
amazing is that? Every 4 years, Dragons Abreast have an international regatta. So who picks the amazing venues?
It's
Someone clever. Someone who wants a great holiday in Florence, huh? Because it was Venice a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
It was America 4 years ago.
4 years
Yeah,
ago.
in
Wow.
Florence,
Yes,
in
yeah.
Florida.
Florida.
In Florida, yeah.
That was good.
So
fun.
what are you preparing? How are you preparing your athletic regime for Florence?
We have 5 ladies from our club going.
5 ladies.
Yes, and we are part of a composite team that has joined with ladies from Penrith and ladies from Dubbo.
Wow.
So we've been travelling to Penrith to practice as well as doing our normal training.
Yes.
And then once we're in Florence, we have practice sessions that are set up for us.
Oh my goodness,
to
there's
paddle
no
over.
rest for the wicked.
No.
No, will you be able to fit in some sightseeing while you're there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, are you sponsored at all, or is this all self-funded?
It's self-funded.
Self-funded, that's a
Yes.
lot.
Yes.
A lot of money
It is.
to do there. So you're looking for sponsorships and for a variety of events that you have. I mean, it's not just to have our locals represent us overseas, but it's also for local regattas, and also once a year Dragons Abreast Australia have their own regatta down on Darling Harbour for the
Yes.
Chinese New Year Festival.
No, it's a separate
Well,
one.
we have
separate
two.
one,
Yes,
yes,
two
yes,
separate
two
ones.
ones, yeah. And so that's obviously, you know, a big call as well. A lot of money to participate. So looking for businesses who might want to sponsor you,
Yes.
and get their name on your lovely
On our shirts,
on your
definitely,
shirts. Wouldn't that be
definitely.
great? And I tell you what, there's how many girls in a boat?
20.
20.
20
So
girls
your
in a
name
boat.
on a shirt with 20 of you would be just fantastic. So Pam, what gets you up and going in the mornings on a Sunday morning at 6:30, 6:30, 7?
It
on the
sounds
water?
silly, but it's really good fun.
Yeah.
It's lovely to get out there. Really, the weather doesn't matter. We've been rained on. We've been blown
Yes.
along by the wind, and we've had waves out on the lake that only 12 inches high, but still, you know,
Yes,
it's a bit
yeah.
can be bumpy. But it's just really good. And I think if when you finish at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, you feel just so invigorated.
Yes,
It's
yes,
really
yeah.
a nice feeling.
Yeah.
And so it's a great start for Sunday.
You've told me before, Pat, that Pam, that the reason why you like it as well is that everyone is so understanding of different people's limitations, where they are in their life, where they are with their treatment perhaps. And I recall many times that we've brought out ladies who were very unwell or who were in the middle of treatment, and just to have them in the boat was just beautiful. Having them there, to let them be part of it, to know that they are still part of this, that they can still have enjoyment. And that was very important. So, and that's the message that you're really getting out.
We've had girls who are really sick, and they'd come out and they'd paddle a couple of strokes and then rest for half an hour,
Yeah.
then paddle a couple of strokes. No one minds.
No,
one
no,
minds. It's
no.
just great to see
Yes.
them turn up.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Really
what you,
good.
yeah. So you're at the Marine Rescue down at Toukley, and you're part of the Central Coast Sports Dragon Boat Club.
Dragon Boat Club,
Yes,
yes.
yeah. So are there a few of you that actually race with the
Definitely.
with the sports club?
Yes.
So here you are. You've gone through your treatment for breast cancer. You're paddling it out with Dragons Abreast, and now suddenly you're in a sports club, being real athletes.
Yes.
That's
That's
amazing.
it.
So you do paddle and train, both of you?
Yes.
Yes.
with
Yeah,
them.
with the sports crew.
Yes.
Isn't that fantastic?
It gives us a much broader choice of regattas, actually, because we not
Ah.
only have our Dragons Abreast regattas, but we also can go to all the normal regattas with all the other dragon boat clubs in Australia. So we have a great choice.
Yes, exactly. And I bet they have some very vigorous training regimes, do
Yes.
they?
They do.
They have you. I tell you what, they probably make you jog around the block before you get in the
Yeah.
So probably starting off, you can come down and try it out at about 7:30 for an 8 a.m. start, and you can just come and try it out on a Sunday morning. See if it's for you. See if it suits the family. Bring the family down.
Yes.
And let them have a look, because this is not just support for the women. A lot of the husbands and partners as well
Yes.
are able to sit on the shore and bang their heads together and have a chuckle, have a whinge, have a cry. I mean,
Yes.
that's all the emotions at once as well. So you don't need to have huge fitness, just to be able to get in the boat is what you want.
And
Yes.
Yeah.
there's two opportunities to get in the boat. One off land, where you just walk through the seats to your seat,
Yes.
and one is off the wharf. So you don't even have to climb, really. You know, you can sit on the wharf and just slide into the boat.
I like that. So there's two options there. Because
Yes.
when you start, you know, women over 50, 60, this is when we start being vigilant about testing for breast cancer. And this is when we usually spot breast cancer. So women, by the time we've got to 50 or 60, are just not survivors of breast cancer. We've got knee injuries and
That's
shoulder
right.
injuries and back
Absolutely.
injuries. We've been through children and careers and all. We've been through life.
Yes.
So we're not all, you know, super fitness and breast cancer's our only problem.
No, we have girls who've had both knees done,
Oh,
new knee
goodness,
replacements,
yeah.
and they get in and out at the wharf. It's really. We do try to cater for everyone. We have a very good coach who shows you what to do before you get in the boat, so
Yes.
you're not getting in totally blind.
Yes,
you
yeah.
have a clue of what you're doing,
Exactly,
so that's
exactly.
good.
But even if people come down and don't have to get in the boat, just watch what you're doing
Yeah.
and see what you're doing.
Because it's surprising the number of people that haven't heard of dragon boating.
Yeah. So tell me, you guys meet as well as, you know, for coffee afterwards, but you also have little meetings where you
Yes.
get together, and
And we have movie days. If there's a
Movie-
good
oh
movie
my
on, someone
goodness.
emails around and says, I'm going to the movies, who wants to come?
We
Yeah.
have theatre nights, so we go over to Laycock Street Theatre
Oh,
as a group.
fantastic. I love it. I'm signing up. Sign me up. It sounds fantastic, girls. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate that. And if people are interested, if for themselves or their wives or partners, or perhaps they know, you know, a neighbour or someone at work who's been touched by breast cancer, whether they're a survivor or supporter, and want to get active and in a boat and be amongst other supportive women and men as well. You know,
Oh, that's
I've,
right.
Yeah, I've had a lot of
Yes.
men with breast cancer in the boat with me, and they can get onto the Facebook page, which is Dragons Abreast Australia, or the website, and you can find out your local Dragons Abreast area.
Yes, that's right.
So you guys are in Toukley. There's another one up in Newcastle, and then there's another one down in Woy Woy.
Well, that's not Dragons
Abreast, no,
Abreast,
that's
I don't think that's, but there's a
But
Dragon Boat Club
there's
there.
a Dragon Boat
yes.
Club there, certainly. So
Yes.
that sort of gives everyone that sort of width and range of of where it is.
Choices.
And I tell you what, this is just getting bigger and bigger. This is just the start. It is 20 years old. This 20 years celebrating anniversary. So thank you, girls, for coming in
Thank you.
and sharing it with the rest of the community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.